Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, guys. We'll get started shortly. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. We'll get started shortly. Hey, Solomon. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. We'll get started shortly. Welcome, everyone. Guys, we'll get started shortly. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone. We'll get started shortly here.
What? Yeah.
Welcome, everyone. We'll get started shortly. All right, welcome everyone. Welcome. All right, guys. As you know, on Mondays we do Q&A. So I'm going to share my screen. All right. Hey, Peter. Welcome, Peter. Boy, I've missed you, Peter. I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome, buddy. Hey, Dean. Welcome, Dean. Welcome.
Happy New Year's, David.
Happy New Year's.
Welcome,
Happy
everyone.
New Year's, bud. Hey, Betty. Welcome, Betty. And Solomon, welcome. All right, guys. On Mondays, as you know, we do Q&A. All right, so this is your time to ask any questions, whether that's on the markets, right? Markets, any symbols you guys want to take a look at, any trades you want to take a look at. All right. Just anything in general, but related to trading. All right. So systems, markets. So any questions of the bat? You guys have any questions for me at all? Any questions? No questions. All right. Well, think of questions that you guys want to ask. I do want to go through a couple of things here. The futures open, right? So the futures markets, it's open. Wasn't open last night, right? Equity markets was closed, all right, today. So we are back in action. So here's the Dow. the Dow right here is currently up in the futures market, not big, but slightly up, right? So the Dow, the NASDAQ right here, NASDAQ right here, S&P, right? S&P is up slightly, and then the Russell is also up right here in the futures market. The dollar is still down, all right? The dollar is still down. And overall, right? And we'll see what happens this week. All right, we'll see what happens when the equity markets open this week. Just understand that we're still not buying, we're not long stocks, right? So the Dow has a sell signal, right? Nasdaq has a sell signal here. S&P has a sell signal here, and the Russell has a sell signal here. All right. And red candles, right? This is consolidating here. Red candles, red candles. So markdown phase, markdown phase, markdown phase. The good thing for the equity markets is that the one good thing is that the VIX is holding, right? So the VIX is holding solid right here, right? Solid and hasn't gone up any higher. All right. So it's not bullish, hasn't gone down. So it hasn't gotten below 20, right? For the markets to get bullish, but it's not moving higher either. All right. So if it gets above this area here, we could see the equity markets move a lot lower. All right. Especially if it gets up in this area, up in here. All right. But that's not the case yet. All right. Hey, Gerald, welcome. All right. So here the equity markets right here, majors, all the majors, right? They're all down. Right? They're all down. Right? All the sectors are down. All the sectors are down. So, materials, biotech, home construction, consumer staples, tech, they're all down. Okay. The only group, couple of sectors here that are up, natural gas and energy, and we went over that yesterday, and gold and silver. All right. All right. Any questions on this? You guys have any questions on this? All right. This is your time to ask questions, right? All right. So, any questions?
Hey, David. This is Peter. I have a
Hey,
question.
hey, Peter.
Can we look at both the gold and the silver on the 4-hour time frame?
Okay. So SLV and GL, what is it? GLD? SLV,
Yeah, the one on the
GLD.
bottom that
Oh,
was up.
okay. Okay. All right. And guys, you don't know what a privilege it is to have Peter here. Peter is a veteran trader. Let's see here. All right, Peter. Let's see. So let's take a look at what time frame, Peter?
You could do the 4 hours.
4 hours. Okay. All
I've been
right.
following the news with Russia, so their counter move is to make people pay for oil through gold.
Oh,
So
okay.
a lot of people that follow gold and silver, it might be getting very bullish.
Yeah, I know both metals have been stuck for a while, but let's see. We'll look at silver SLV. And so let's see here. All right. All right, Peter. So here is the yeah, you're absolutely right. Right. Let's see here. So are you trading it, Peter? Are you trading silver or are you watching it?
I'm only focusing on one asset, but that's why you haven't seen me in a while. It's just been just one boring asset, but I'm adding gold.
Which asset is that? What have you been trading?
The treasury, the 30-year treasury bond.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay.
That's
All right. So we do have a buy signal on the 240 here. All right. That came in at, that's on the SLV now. So that's 19, right at $19. All right. On the daily time frame, you've got a buy signal. Yeah, right here on the daily time same frame. Around the same price, right here. All right. And so nice, good price action, and clearly in the markup phase, really nice price action. All right. Yellow support and resistance, so that's good. Same here with the daily time frame. All right. On the weekly, look here, you're breaking out. You should get a buy signal soon. I think. Let's see here. All right. So in this area here, you should get a buy signal. It's a late buy signal, right? But really nice on the 240 on the daily. And what's nice is you've got a green candle right here. All right. So got a green candle right here on the monthly. Okay. So monthly, weekly, daily, and the 240, everything is pointing up for you, Peter. All right. Here, Ranjit, welcome. All right. So really, really good price action. Um, let's see here. On the monthly, let's see where price could go. All right. And then we'll take a look at gold. All right. So hold on. Let's look at the weekly instead. I don't see anything on the monthly. Let's take a look at the weekly. Peter, let's see if we find anything on the weekly for you here. We know the 240 looks good. Daily looks good. Um, these are not, it's not very pretty charts. All right, let's see here what we can make out here. All right, so we do have a channel here. Hold on. All right, we do have a channel here. Let's bring that out. Right here and right here. So we are trading, Peter, on top of that channel. Let's do this. Come on down. Hey, Elena, welcome. All right. So, Peter, do you see here? Do you see the top of the channel here? Let's do this. Here and here. All right. And here is the bottom of your channel here.
Yeah, see that.
Yeah. All right. So we'll make a bottom of the channel kind of like this. So you hitting that top of that channel there, right here. All right. We have some support here. We don't have clearly defined resistance, right? That's why, nothing on the monthly, nothing on the weekly, right? We don't have clear resistance. All right. So what we do have is this channel here. If we break through this channel here, that's good, but you could get sellers to come in right here, and right here. So I would be careful. It might be extended. So if we brought in the RSI, we might show that it's extended here. All right. So you might have missed this trade if you're not in it, you might have missed your opportunity. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go back to the daily. The daily. Yeah, I think you've missed it, Peter. Let's see here. I mean, you could wait for a pullback. Yeah, you've missed it. Let's bring in an RSI just to see. Just to see.
No worries. You know I like going short.
I know, I know. RSI. You know, we don't use the RSI a lot, but we'll bring it in. We'll bring it in. RSI is probably, yep. So it's oversold. It was oversold. It's pulled back a bit. So your entry was here. Here was a really good entry right here. All right. So are you looking to short it? Is that what you're looking to do?
No, I was looking for entries to go long.
To go long? Yeah, I think you've missed it, bud. Let's see here. Yeah, here you've got sellers here. All right. So look here. No, I mean you could go past this, but I wouldn't take I wouldn't take the chance. I mean, obviously we've missed it. So you got sellers resistance, pretty good resistance here, 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 and here. This whole area here, this failed. All right. So this where sellers came in, sellers came in, sellers came in, sellers came in, and sellers came in. So guess what? You're near that $22 mark where sellers really came in the last time, and 22.75 right here, and right now you're at 20. It's at $22. So I would be careful, right? I would be careful here. So here was your buy. Here was your perfect buy to get in on the daily. All right. On the 240, you had a quicker entry, but I would be careful. Now, if it gets past this area here, if it gets past this area, pull back a bit, right? And then get going again, right? But then you've got more resistance up here too. So the entry was down here. I want to take a quick look at the 240, and then we'll take a look at gold. Any questions on this, anyone? Any questions on this, what we're doing here? All right, let's take a look at the 240. All right. Hey, David, welcome, David.
Hello.
Hello. We got some, it's good to see our old traders here, David and Peter. That's awesome.
Need to get back into the swing of things.
That's right. It's a new year, right? Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. All right. So let's see here. Let's get more data, Peter, for you there on the 240. All right. So on the 240, let's see here. Yeah, you've got some resistance up in here. Some up resistance up in this area here. You're approaching this area. Your buy you could have gotten a better buy by not by much, half a point on the 240. All right, so it's gone. GLD, it might look very similar to let's see here, GLD. So gold, Peter. GLD. All right. So you've got more opportunity left with GLD. It hasn't gone as far. All right. And gold is generally usually not as volatile, doesn't move as fast as silver. This might be a better opportunity for you.
Yeah, it looks like it broke out of that channel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this looks like a much better. I like this really nice markdown phase here. Nice clean markdown phase, not as choppy as silver. All right. Not too late. You're not too late. All right. I mean, ideally in this area here, but you know what you're doing, so um, you could trade it on the let's see here on the weekly. Let's see, what do we have on the weekly? Um, Not bad, not bad on the weekly. You've got some support. You've got pretty good support on the weekly. Let's look at a target. So you've got pretty good from here all the way across here. You've got pretty good support and you've got pretty good resistance here. All right. So you've got some ways to go here. Just keep in mind sellers are here. All right. Sellers are here. All right. So sellers are here. But you've got this looks much better. All right. Looks much better. All right. So hey, Zaire, welcome. All right. All right. Does that help, Peter?
Yes, that's
All
a
right.
great
Very
looking.
good. Very good. Zaire, we've got Peter here, bud.
Oh, that's so great. It's been a while.
Hey, Zaire. How are you?
It's been a while. All right. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? Any questions on anything? Any trades you guys want to take a look at? No one else?
It looks like the USD CHF is setting up
USD CHF. Let's take a look.
on the daily.
On the daily, on the daily, on the daily. Oh, Forex dominator. USD CHF. On the daily, no Zaire. To go long or short?
Hold on, David. Let me check it. Hold on.
Yeah. USD CHF.
Yep. Not
You
setting up to go to hopefully to go long. That's
to
what
go
I'm saying.
long on the USD CHF.
Yeah, USD CHF.
What time frame? On the daily?
So I am looking on the daily, but it's not right now, but like it's in the markdown phase. I'm not sure what you're seeing.
USD CHF.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, no, nothing yet. Nothing yet.
And that's the daily.
Yeah, this is the 240, and
Oh.
then here is USD CHF right here, right? And here's the daily. No, nothing yet.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing yet. Still in the markdown phase on the daily, right? And on the 240,
Yeah. So
here,
what I'm saying, David, it's like because it's in that markdown phase, go back to the daily.
the daily, okay. All right.
Ready as yet. But I'm saying is that it's been consolidating right here for a while, where it is right now.
Okay.
So I'm watching it for that constant rejection from that floor.
Yeah, you got some time for that.
Yeah, it will take a little bit of time, but I'm just watching it.
Yeah, I mean, you would have to see right now it's still in the markdown phase, right? And it's looking to test support right here. So this candle right here, it's looking to test support. To get anywhere near the markdown phase, because the markdown phase, right? So if we look at the four market phases, markdown, all right, then accumulation, and then markup. So it has to go through accumulation phase like this, right? So it's still in the markdown phase, and this is on the daily time frame. So it has a lot of work to do. Has a lot of work to do. Yeah. Now on the 240, I would look at the 240. On the 240, That's where you get in some consolidation in here. All right. So yeah, here you've got some consolidation. All right. And then if you look at the short, let's take a look at the short. You had some shorts, some short trades. Okay, but now it's consolidating. So I see what you're saying. Here, it's consolidating. Right? You have good support, good resistance. You just need buyers to come in, right? Some green candles, buyers to come in, break this resistance right here. All right. So break resistance right here. You would get a buy signal. So I wouldn't look for that on the daily. I wouldn't look for that on the daily. Now you could get this, right? You could get where you get a big green candle, right? A big green candle here, and it doesn't consolidate, and then it starts moving higher, kind of like this here, right? Where you get white candle, green candle, and it doesn't consolidate, but your consolidation is here. That's where you've got pretty good consolidation, right? Right between support and resistance. This is setting up. This is setting up. It's no longer falling. It's no longer in the markdown phase. This was the markdown phase here, and now it's found support down here. Okay. Now it could break support, move lower. Right now we've got redistribution. All right, but it is, and it's been doing this for what's that? For about 2 weeks. 2 weeks now, it's been consolidating. So I wouldn't, Zaire, I would focus here if you're looking to go long on the 240. And that's where we traded anyway, on the 240. Right. Does that help?
Yeah, it does, David.
Okay. All right. Anyone else? Any other questions? Dean, think of any questions you guys might have. Dean, you had mentioned the equity markets. I think it was last week. And since we're here with Monster Scalper, you had mentioned whether the equity markets, so the equity markets here, right?
Yeah.
How do they go with, do they run the same with the yen pairs? Remember that question you had last week?
Yes, exactly. So if I'm looking at both the scalper and boss trade, or just looking at the equities, and which pairs flow with the up and down flow of the equities. Equities are going up, the trend is up. Which pairs are focusing on that?
Yes. So if you look here, so if we just focus here on the major indexes, the Dow, S&P, NASDAQ, Russell, right here, they're all down. All right. And we'll add the sectors right now. So all these are down. But if remember, the message I gave you was, we can do that. There is a correlation, but we have to focus on the daily time frame. So see, daily time frame here, they're all down. So the equity markets are down on the daily. All right. Now, so we have to go here. We have to go here in Forex Dominator because we track it on the daily also. Okay. So if you look at the yen pairs here, see the yen pairs here on the daily?
Yeah.
All right. They're all down. All right. Got it. Yeah. So it will track very closely. The yen pairs will go basically parallel with the equity markets. But we've got to make sure if we want to track it, right, to get that correlation perfect, we have to be on the daily time frame. We have to be on the daily time frame. All right.
I see. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Any other questions? Any other questions? Any other trades you guys are looking at?
Yeah. Can we look at the NZD CAD, New Zealand CAD?
New Zealand CAD, long or short? Long. Obviously
long on the 240. Yeah.
Okay. New Zealand CAD. All right. So this was the one you have been holding, right?
Yeah.
What's your question on it, Dean?
So yeah, my question was, did I get in too early? And the reason why I asked is because I'm looking, I do this to myself all the time. I'm looking at all the lower highs before that to the left.
Okay.
And then I got the
Where
buy
do you
signal.
where are you referring to? What are you when you say
all,
lower
all
high?
the lower lows and the lower highs, the lower lows, the purple trend, the lines.
Right here? This purple?
Before that, yeah, all of those. Yeah, I saw more of those than the yellows.
Okay.
So
Don't worry about that. Okay. What else? What else are you looking at?
so my thing was that because I looked at that and I got in at the buy, and I
Okay.
said to myself, well, geez, I got in when it was still in consolidation.
Okay.
I should have
Okay.
waited for it to break.
Okay. Okay. All right. Decent trade. All right. It would have been a better trade. Now, listen, it's not a bad trade. The only thing is that it's up in this area here. It's on the top of when we it's better if they pull back like this, okay?
Yeah.
And then accumulate down in this area here, right? So what I mean, you're getting a better price. And then this is a better low risk trade right here. So you're getting it near the previous buy. Okay. But this is fine too. Right. This is fine. Just know that it's a bit riskier, right? Because it can turn against you. And then this can become, this purple support and resistance. And I heard you mention purpose of that's always a concern.
Yeah.
All right. But this is the markdown phase. So buyers are starting to build, but you're in the trade now. So how do we manage the trade from here? All right. How do we manage the trade? So here is your resistance right here. Right. So you should see the resistance lines on your chart. So I'm going to zoom in a bit.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So let's zoom in. And if you look here, you've got resistance. Previous resistance was here. All right. And now we've got resistance here. Your buy signal was here. This resistance becomes support. All right. So here is resistance right here. And it failed. It failed to move higher. Right. So it pulled back and it's holding support right now. Right. There's nothing for you to do right now. There's absolutely nothing for you to do. Right. You've got you've got white candles. Right. If you get a red candle like here, then close the trade. All right. So let's say this candle turns red, breaks support right here. Red candle, get out, and you most likely get a sell signal by the system to close the trade anyway. Okay. But what could happen is this, right? And we see this a lot, where you get a green candle, starts to break resistance, and then move higher.
Trading class.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So just hold tight.
He took off all last week.
Just hold tight, and just wait for your candles. Right. Earlier when we looked at it, you had a green candle. Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So it might go back and forth for a bit, right?
Okay.
As long as you don't get a red candle, you're fine. Okay. So what we don't want to do is just close the trade, right?
Right.
Don't do that. Don't do that, right? Just wait. You've got two areas of support. So you've got support here,
there,
and previous resistance here. So best case scenario, Well, best case scenario is that you get green candles and start moving higher. All right.
Okay.
So, worst case scenario, um, if it breaks support, you'll get a sell signal here, and then worst case scenario, you have this other support here, right? So if it breaks down here, you have this area here. Okay, so just when we trade, just know where your system will get you out so that you can kind of relax with the trade. Okay, so just know that you're protected. You're protected here, and then you're protected here. Worst case.
Okay.
Okay, all right. But good trade, right? What we would have, what we would like to see is a pullback, a further pullback, right? Peter called this Peter called this the mountain, right? The mountain when it does this right here, and right here, boom, enter here. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions for me, guys? Anyone else?
David, I really like that mountain view. So like is a better price, right? Once
Yeah,
you say
better
like what
price.
is the better price? So
Yeah.
it would have been a rather instead take that better price trade rather than taking this trade, right? So look for that kind of good opportunity, right?
Yeah, because what could happen, right? This could fail and then, do this. But it's not, I mean, it's not a bad trade, right? It's not, it can very well, um, uh, buyers could come back in, test resistance here, break resistance. And this is a powerful move. From here to here is a big move. Right? That's a big move. So buyers, so they like for whatever reason, they do like New Zealand CAD. And we saw really nice moves in the CAD. So this can be really, really good at times, right? Because this can be really good. When it doesn't, sometimes it's amazing, right? Sometimes when it really, really moves down like this, sometimes it might be done for a while, right? When it does this, like it's doing here for Dean, the buyers are they're holding it. The buyers are holding. They're really trying. They're not letting the price collapse. All right, so that's good too. That's good too. All right, but usually much better when they come down, get a better price. All right. All right. Any other questions? Hey Betty, you're new here. Do you have any questions for me, Betty? You're new here, Betty. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you, thank you. I am really new and here and at the equity. I started trading on stocks just a month ago, so I am I'm a beginner. Yeah.
Yeah, brand new, brand new. Well,
yeah.
welcome. We do have a beginners class tomorrow. Okay. Same time. So I would recommend that class tomorrow. So come to it tomorrow if you've got the time. Okay. But welcome. This is how we learn.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see here.
David, just a quick question on that monster scalper. So I just see, I'm not familiar, sorry, excuse me on that, but I just see like couple of currency only here, Aussie, Kiwi, Yen, dollar, Euro, and pound. But there are many other currency as well. So we are not tracking those as well. And the second question is that is this your system also does the trade for us, or do we have to go to another trading system to trade?
Well, yeah. So, okay, your first question I didn't quite get. All right, your first question I didn't quite get.
So my first question is I'm saying there are so many other currencies as well, right? So why we don't see that? Do your system only track only couple of these currency, or there are so many other currency as well, right?
Yeah, there are more exotic pairs that are out there. All right. These are going to be, we track 50 what? 57 pairs. That's a lot. That's a lot. There isn't that many more. All right. There might be 20 or so more. All right. TradeStation, we track, which we have everything that TradeStation has. Okay. There are pairs out there that, and when I say exotic, where they're some of these are exotic, but there are pairs out there where they're not very popular. All right. So there isn't a lot of trading that's done with those pairs. All right. So those pairs we don't have. So they're small countries, right? Small countries that have currencies that we don't trade because they don't have enough volume. Okay. But there are other currency pairs. The ones that we trade, like the yen pairs, that's a big pair. The yen, dollar pairs, euro pairs, the Aussie pairs, New Zealand, and the pound pairs. But there are more pairs out there. There are more countries out there where they have a cross, exotic that just not enough volume for TradeStation to allow them on the platform. But everything that TradeStation has right here, TradeStation, all the pairs we trade those. All right. And then your second question, repeat your second question for me, please.
Like, does this TradeStation is where we can trade as well, or we have to go to another system where we have to trade?
Yes. So we use the TradeStation platform for years. We've done it this way. Initially, we use TradeStation to manage the trades. So we would fund it and trade off TradeStation. All right. We went away from that when TradeStation stopped when they closed their Forex account. There was a big crash. I don't know, so perhaps some of you might remember. I think it might be 4 or 5 years now with the Swiss franc, and few of the FXCM blew up. Right, FXCM was for Forex trading. They blew up, and Forex.com basically bailed them out and took over. So the Swiss franc made a big. I think it went down really bad, and just a lot of firms went out of business. So when that happened, TradeStation no longer offered Forex, right? Forex accounts. So when that happened, and we would trade Forex. So you can trade, because Forex is a broker, all right? So we use Forex to run our trading systems, but TradeStation. We use TradeStation to run the systems, all right, Ranjit? But TradeStation is also a broker, all right? So they're a broker for futures, right? Futures market, a broker for options, and they're really good. They're one of the best. They are the best. They for what they do, they're the best, right? So options, futures, equities, all right, and which other one? Options, futures, equities, but not Forex. Okay, so when that happened, I then decided that to just have traders decide on, get their own platform, okay, to trade. So you can trade off some of our traders trade equities off Robinhood, right? You can trade Forex with Forex.com. Some of our traders use Hugo's Way, Trader's Way. So you can use any platform to execute your trade. So you would get the signals from here, from the system, which runs on the TradeStation platform, and then enter your trades manually. You still have to enter your trades manually. Okay. So you have to enter buy and sell manually on whichever whichever broker you want to use. All right. Does that clarify?
Yeah, I got it. So except Forex, this
Except for
trade
for
station
yeah,
train station
except for
can do
Forex.
the act as a
Yes.
brokerage.
Yes. But we don't, most of our traders, I would say none of our traders use TradeStation. Okay. As a broker, as a broker. And I guess perhaps, we push the traders to use other platforms. They're easier platforms to use. And I guess that's part of it too. TradeStation can be very, very complicated. Okay, so they're easier platforms to use as far as executing the trade. But for what we
Got it.
do, they're the best. They're the best. Yeah.
Yeah, got it. So which one is the good one you recommend for all of them, or you just recommend different for different one? The
Different, yeah.
brokerage.
Yeah, different, yes. So yeah, so different for Forex, forex.com, right? It's in the US, it's regulated. All right. The leverage is 50-1 leverage. You can go outside the country, Yugo's way, and get more leverage. Okay. Some of our traders like forex.com, some of them like Yugo's way, and some of our traders been with us for a while, like Traders Way. But that, yeah, you know, they're different accounts, right? And Peter, who do you use? Fidelity. Peter uses Fidelity. Zaire, who do you use Zaire as a broker? You use Yugo's way, right?
For stocks, Fidelity, and then
Fidelity.
the TD Ameritrade for my
Yeah.
Forex. And
Yeah.
Hey, this is Dean. So I had a question about that because is it TD Ameritrade that has lower commissions than Fidelity, or is it the other way around?
Peter, you have
you have to ask me the asset. What asset are you referring to for commission?
Oh, stocks.
yeah, I'm not, I don't use it.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I know it's comparable. It's about the same.
Oh, okay. And do you trade, or do you so because I recently moved away from TradingView and I was using TradingView and Thinkorswim, but since I started using Peter's platform, I kind of moved away from TradingView because I was just getting too many different signals, disparate from, I felt more comfortable with the trade station buys and sells. So do you just trade through the TD America, TD Ameritrade, and then rely on the signals from Monster?
Okay, guys. Go ahead, Peter.
Yes, that was a yes to that question.
Okay, thanks. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, so you can use the idea is you can use any platform. You don't have to use TradeStation. I really don't recommend because it is cumbersome to trade off TradeStation. Okay, so
okay.
and then with that you have a variety of brokers. You have a variety of brokers. But the one big broker that we use in the US is Forex.com. Okay. Surprisingly, a lot, a lot of our traders trade Robinhood. Okay, there is some slippage. There's some slippage with Robinhood with options. So you have to be careful with that. Okay, but you have some choices. You have some choices. All right.
Okay.
All right. Any other question? Any other question?
Yeah, one final question. I'm sorry. I
Oh,
hope
no,
I
no.
didn't jump ahead of anybody.
This is
So,
Q&A, guys. Q&A.
so now that we're in January, what concerns should we have about taxes, and how should we what's the best approach?
All right. So, it's up to you guys. I would say get with, now that you guys are trading, all right, get with a tax professional that understand the tax laws for traders.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that's what I would recommend. Okay, because just I would do your homework and not they're not all the same. All right,
Yeah. Yeah.
so just find someone that understands the tax laws for traders. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If if it's for the new traders coming in, you haven't traded a lot, right? So then I wouldn't worry about it for 2000 for 2022, but for 2023, right? That
Yeah.
that yeah, you might want to get ready for next,
Got it. Okay.
okay.
So
But
what do you think, David? Should we set up an LLC to reduce the cost and expense out? How do you guys generally and rest of you guys also do it?
what's that, Ranjit? I can't hear you.
It's like how do you, David, and rest of you guys do like to save the taxes and like reduce the taxes? Like, do you guys create an LLC and expense out all the cost?
It's up to you guys. I mean, we don't get into that. That's, yeah, it's like I said, just get with a good, you can run it through an LLC. You can certainly do that. All right. But like I said, just get with someone that's good. Everyone's gonna do everything, everyone's gonna do it differently, but it's a personal choice. And we're not.
Yeah.
I can't give any legal advice. Okay, I can't give any of that
Yeah,
advice.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure, we know that. But anybody else is doing in any specific way? Just a quick thought. No legal advice. We totally understand.
Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't even try to get into that. And so everyone is different, Ranjit. Everyone is different, and like just find someone that's good. And it's not a lot of traders worry about that. All right, let's make some money first. All right, so let's trade. Let's make some money first, right? Um, so but everyone is different. Everyone is different, and so yeah. All right, just get some good. Just get a good tax accountant, attorney to help you guys. But make some money first. Make some money first. Okay, you can set up an LLC, but everyone does things a bit differently.
Mhm.
All right. All right.
Thanks,
Any
David.
other questions? Any other questions? Any other questions? All right, what? All right. We are watching Monster US 30. All right. And I know some of you are looking at this. So nothing yet, but we are seeing a move. We got a buy signal here on the 60-minute time frame, but we need buying to come in here on the daily time frame. So nothing here yet. Okay, nothing yet. Cryptos, nothing here, nothing yet here. All right. And I want to show you guys something here. This year, we're going to do more work with Forex Dominator. All right. And I want to show you guys what he's setting up here. This on the daily time frame, and then we'll end with this on the daily time frame. And look here, you guys see this here? That's the euro dollar on the daily time frame. All right, that's the euro dollar. Here's the buy signal here. And what's happening, I forgot to mention this last night. What's happening is that we're getting by. We had a long, it's on the daily time frame now. All right, so we had a very long markdown phase. All right, on a lot of these, and we're getting buy signals. All right, so last year we didn't do a lot with Forex Dominator. All right, we're going to do more, and I'm going to force over when we have traders that have this system, right? Right? But we just haven't traded a lot. So 2023, we're going to bring it out and trade it more. But it looks like there's a move, right, trying to happen, right, in it. So here's a good trade here. Look at this here. Buy signal here. All right. Okay, range it. You see here? You see this? You mentioned the you mentioned
I'm
the
just
other.
eating noodles right now.
What's that?
This is just a noodle. I'm just eating a noodle right now. It's not tradable.
Yeah. So what? Yeah, and the reason why this pair here, there is it's not tradable. And what happens? And this is a lot of the pair. That's why TradeStation doesn't have every single pair. Okay, because a lot of the pairs that if they're not popular pairs, if traders are not, if traders are not aware of those pairs, if they're not popular, guess what? They look kind of like this. They're not tradable. So yes, there are more pairs out there, um, that you could trade, but they're gonna look like a lot like this. Okay, they look a lot like this, where they just don't have the volume. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. That's all I've got. Any questions for me? It's almost 8. Any questions? Any more questions? That's it.
Really good. Really good. Thanks, David.
You guys are welcome. Thanks, Peter. It's great to see Peter. Right. David, great to see you too, bud. Great to see you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining us. Keep coming. Keep coming. All right. And I will see you guys. Betty, I will see you tomorrow in the beginners class. All right. I will see you tomorrow. All right. And everyone else. Everyone else. All right, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Take it. Bye-bye.
Have a good day. Bye, David.